If the world ends today, if nuclear war hits us, we'll probably be gone, maybe. But the cockroaches will still be here, picking up the scraps and having the radioactive stuff in their bodies, and they just go ahead and go do things. That's what cockroaches do. They survive. I believe that Kirk Cousins is the football version of a cockroach because this guy hasn't been good in years. But yet, he signs a shell 5-year, $172 million deal with the Vegas Raiders. How? I need to know the details of this thing because I just don't understand what is happening. Like, how can you be duped like this as a team? Let me go ahead and go see what the hell the actual details are because it's crazy. 5-year, $172 million deal with the Raiders in reality is a 1-year, fully guaranteed $20 million deal that also contains a club option for 2 additional years at $80 million. So if they want to keep him, they're going to have to tack on another $20 million on top of that. It gets better. The Falcons are chipping in another $8.5 million. And the Raiders another 1.3. So now the quarterback has a fully guaranteed $10 million roster bonus. He hasn't been good. Can we see the numbers? When was the last time Kirk Cousins was actually good? I need to know because this is amazing. This is absolutely amazing. Let's go ahead and go look at the numbers. I need to know. Where's it at? Here we go. Kirk Cousins. Let's see here. All right. We got Atlanta. Okay, so Minnesota, he played 8 games, right? He was 4-4. 18 touchdowns, 5 picks. Had a 69.5 passer rate. Completion percentage. Not too bad. He had a QB rating of 103. What was his quarterback rating? QBR was 64. So it was not bad, right? That was his last year in Minnesota. Then he goes to Atlanta and shits the bed, right? It's terrible. 18 touchdowns and 16 picks in 2024. 2025, he starts 8 games, goes 5-3, and is 10-5, right? So he goes to Atlanta after signing that big ass bag, and Atlanta says he's terrible. What the hell? We need to get rid of him. You go from there, where you lose a job, to a guy that may lose his job. And you go ahead and sign a $172 million deal. Make it make sense. On a team. This is the greatest part. On a team that has the number 1 overall pick and the consensus pick of the whole draft is what was his name? Fernando Mendoza. The best quarterback in the draft by far. So you sign him to this deal and you're going to draft Mendoza still? As a Jet fan, I'm starting to perk up. I got the windhorse fingers right here. Something's up. I don't know what it is, but I'm starting to put the things together. Call me crazy. Fernando Mendoza, devout Christian, has very, very strong beliefs, right? He's got it. Every 2 words out of his mouth is that. And I respect it. He's going to Sin City. I don't know. So I don't know if they said that, man, it's a little late in the game. We may need to go get a quarterback because I don't know if this kid's going to come. They're meeting with him to maybe convince him, hey, we know that you have some reservations about coming here. We understand that our culture, we haven't won in a while. You know, we did just fire Pete Carroll. We understand that, yes. We understand that we made a mistake and we actually had Geno Smith in this organization. We apologize for that. we can't take it back, but we're sorry. We understand that prostitution is legal in the state of Nevada. We do understand that. So we understand that there's a lot of things that are wrong here. There's a lot of red flags here. But give us a chance. See, a lot of women, when they go ahead and go meet a guy, and there's a lot of red flags, and you know what the woman says? They say, you know what? I still like this guy. There's a lot of things that are weird, but I'm going to give him a chance. How does that work out most of the time, Silent Assassin? Huh?
Get murdered.
Yeah. Either you end up on the news or the thing just doesn't work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, never works out good.
Never works out good.
So
all the signs are there. Fernando Mendoza, hey, there's too many red flags here with the Raiders organization. The only green light, the only ray of light in this entire organization is that bad man Tom Brady. That's the only one that you can be able to say, hey, listen, I hate everything else here, but if I can be able to just focus on Tom, I'm all right. So that may be a saving grace, but why would they give a backup $20 million? That's all I'm saying. I understand that you might need a veteran to be able to help bridge it, but you have Brady. Mm-hmm. So why would you need Cousins to be able to be in his ear and give him all the advice when you have the greatest quarterback of all time? It doesn't make sense. Mm-hmm. And why would you give him $20 million on top of that? The last $20 million quarterback that the Jets had was Justin Fields. He started. No matter how bad he was, they put him out there. Because you got to warrant the money that you're giving him. Mm-hmm. So again,
it's definitely interesting and like eye-opening. Like this is just like a weird because you think about I feel like the Giants, but also too they didn't get Dart until later in the first round,
right?
And then two Russell Wilson and then Wilson's contracts weren't obviously built like that. They're Russell Wilson on a 1-year deal and whatever.
Yeah, Jameis got like $6 in that contract. He didn't get much.
Yeah, he got nothing. So it doesn't make you kind of question maybe they're kind of getting word that there might be a little, possibility. But if I'm Mendoza, do you rather get the potential? You just throw all that away, all your beliefs, right? But
yeah.
That's obviously hard for someone kind of at his level of beliefs. You get to learn from Tom Brady, or you go to the Jets that don't really have a great track record.
However, they do have the best future of any team in the NFL right now.
The way that it looks, that's correct. But
there's a lot of question marks.
Do you risk it, or you pretty much have a sure thing with Tom Brady to kind of be your coach and leader? I mean, you're to learn from him, your teacher. Yeah. So I don't know. It's definitely going to be interesting to see once draft day comes, or I guess leading up to it. Obviously, we're going to find out more of how it plays out. But
yeah, because shout out to my man Hamza. He did say something while we were prepping for this show. He said, if they are having reservations or Mendoza's having reservations, then the Raiders can now be able to go into a hyperdrive and be able to see if they can shop that pick. Because if Mendoza's not going to be the guy, if he doesn't want to come here, then we don't need to have the first spot. We can be able to go down to 5, 6, stay in the top 10, but now we can be able to get more draft capital and go get what we want. If Kirk Cousins is going to be our guy for the year, we can bridge that year because the quarterback class for next season is way better than the quarterback class this season, right? Yeah. So that looks like the path for me, because that's the path that I want the damn Jets to take, right? I don't want them to go draft no damn Ty Simpson. I don't want him. You let Geno Smith play. Let him be as bad as possible, because Geno Smith is going to give me exactly what I want. He's going to lead me to Arch Manning. That's how bad he is, because his track record has said it. Everywhere that Geno has gone has led to the number 1 pick. And that's where we're headed. So that's what I want. So if it's not going to be Mendoza, it's going to be Arch. Okay? So we'll see how it happens. But it's very, very interesting how this thing is playing out, because shell deal or not, giving him $20 million is just for a guy that should be happy getting 8 because of what he's done over the last 2 seasons.
And he hasn't played what warrants him getting, 20 million. Like, because that's a pretty hefty price tag for a backup,
No, there's no backup I know making $20 million except Kirk Cousins when he was on the damn Falcons.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
make it make sense.
But also too, like with that contract as well, like he was making starter money, and then they drafted AEP&x. Like, so it's interesting.
So listen, and people might look at this as hate. It's not. Congratulations to Kirk Cousins, because your agent is a godsend. Whoever, I don't know where you found him, but that dude deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Because for you to be one contract away from earning the most money that a quarterback has ever earned in their careers, is absolutely insane. But again, that goes ahead to the narrative of this show. And there is a narrative of this show. Mediocrity. Mediocre. Right? Mediocre people tend to win. I don't know why, but it continues to happen.